This is Michelle with Foxy Chick Designs and Magnolia Design Company. How is everyone doing tonight? Just waiting for a few people to pop on. Alrighty. Yes, I have a cough still, but I'm not sick in any other area. I feel fine. You know what? Oh, I lost an earring. So it must have lost it in my living room. So we'll take the other one off so that I don't look ridiculous with just having one earring in. All right, well, I'm going to get started because I'm going to do a couple projects tonight. I have not been on live at all this week, and I am very sorry for that. I do try to get on here a couple times a week to do lives, but there's just been a few things that have kind of taken a little bit more priority, and I'm so sorry about that. First of all, let's kind of chit chat for a little bit. I am Michelle Fox. I am the owner of Foxy Chick Designs, and I am a creator with Magnolia Design Company. If this is your first time catching me live, if you will comment #live. If you're catching the replay, if you will comment #replay. I would really appreciate that. If you will hit the share button and share this with your friends and family. We are at, we're at 118 likes and 122 followers. When we get to 250 of both of those, the likes and the followers, I'm going to do a giveaway. I will do a giveaway of a free sample kit. So if you will hit that share button and send your friends over to the page and like it and follow it, and then click on the notification button so that you will see when I go live, so that you don't miss projects and updates as they come out. If you have never heard of Magnolia Design Company, if you will comment with a number 1, and if you're not working with a designer, I'd love to be your creator. We are creators, not designers. I would love to be your creator. I'd love to introduce you to the products that you'll see me using tonight, and I'd love to answer any questions that you may have. If you've joined us before and you enjoy watching the creations, if you will comment with a number 2 and throw some thumbs up and some hearts. And then I'm going to get started here. The other night I did a video where I used these little guys here and did the I'll Always Love You. And the owl that I did, I was not real happy with that owl. So I erased the board that I did him on, and I'm going to redo him tonight. So that's going to be the first project that we work on. Then the second project we're going to work on is I pulled out these colors here, which is Cantaloupe, Daffodil, and Purple Lace. It's these 3 here. And I have the I Love You to Infinity and Beyond stencil. And then I just wanted to show you, for those of you who are looking to make your own frames or your own decor, at your local craft stores, they have the stretched canvases. Well, underneath those canvases are these lovely little things right here. These nice little frames. I mean, they are... I got black chalk paint on it. Oops. Well, luckily I'm painting it and staining it so you won't notice it. But these lovely little frames are underneath that canvas. And you can, they're the raw wood. So I either paint them or stain them. And then I go to one of my hardware stores and they have panels. They're large panels of chalkboard. They're actual chalkboard panels. And I get them cut into 12 by 12 pieces. And what's nice about them is when you put these lovely two pieces together, you get your very own chalkboard. And what I do is on the back, I just put in some screws. Once I'm done creating on them and staining the frames, then I just put some screws in the back and make basically your reverse canvas. Except for I don't put the canvas back on it. I actually use a chalkboard panel. So that's what we're going to be doing tonight. I am not going to actually stain my frame tonight because I'm not real sure exactly if I want to paint it or stain it. So I am going to set that aside for tonight. As you're coming in, if you will say hello so I can see that you are here, because I am going by my phone. My iPad is kind of out of action at the moment. So if you when you come in, if you will say hello, that way I can say hi to you. So anyhow, so those are the two projects that we're going to work on tonight. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to work on getting the owl done first. And then we'll work on the I Love You to Infinity and Beyond. So I'm going to turn you around. Hey, Lisa. I got your message, by the way, and there are some pictures that are out of the new products. If you go to the Magnolia creator page, you can see them there. I will probably be doing a haul on Saturday because mine are supposed to be here on Saturday, and I'm super excited. Hey, Hannah. How are you, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Your sister cracks me up, by the way, in case you didn't know that. And by sister, I'm meaning Becca. I kind of thought you might realize that, but anyhow, now that I've kind of, let's see, what do you pay for chalkboard? The chalkboard sheets are like $9.99, and then I get them cut right there. They'll cut them for me, which is super, super nice. So when I walk out, I have, I think in the panels, I think I get, is it 6? No, 12. I think I get 12 by 12s out of one of the sheets. So for $9.99, that's not bad at all. And I like buying, surfaces from Magnolia Design Company. I have a few. But I also like making my own. That's the fun part about it, because then I can stain them and paint them and do whatever, I want with them. I like making different sizes. I do like creating my own chalkboards. I also like to use a lot of wood pieces when I create. So, and I try to keep, because I do sell my finished products, so I try to keep the cost to make them down, just so that I can keep the cost of the actual item that I'm selling at a reasonable cost. So anyhow, I'm going to flip you guys around so we can get started. I've talked way too much. But as you will find as you're watching my videos, that is nothing new. I am a talker. Can't help it. But you will find out lots of things because I talk. So anyway, I'm going to flip you around here and we'll get started. Okay, hold on one second. I think I've got, let me make sure. Nope. Do I got you upside down? Yes, I've got you upside down. There we go. I'm still learning this. My upline gave us the homework to figure this flip stuff out, and every now and then I think I get it, but then when I actually do it, I play around with it before I go live, and then as you can see, I don't have it. So I'm going to put this board to the side, and we're going to start off with this little guy right here. And here's our cute little owl. Because I've used it already, I've already marked it on the back. And the nice thing about our stencils is they are silk screens, and they are reusable. And I've used this guy probably, I think this is the third time now that I've used it. And it's still super, super sticky. I mean, it's really, I mean, you can hear it when you're peeling it off. So, I mean, that's how sticky it is. So I'm going to just go ahead and peel this guy off its backer sheet, set the backer sheet aside because it'll go right back on there. And the two colors that I used with Mr. Owl were our Herbal Green and our Tiffany Teal. And those are the colors that I used. So I've dug those back out so that I can use them again because I really like this set to make this a set for sale. So I'm just going to lay him down and I'm going to smooth him out, making sure that there are no air bubbles, because if there's air bubbles, we will have it bleeding underneath and we don't want that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some stir sticks and I'm going to grab some squeegees because I did the hot mess with this, and I'm going to continue with that same thing. The only reason I redid it is when I did his nose did not line up very well and it peeled up some of the owl, and I just did not like the way it looked. So, but there's our Tiffany Teal, and I'm going to just give this a good stir. When I close up my paste, I do put some water in them, so I just want to give this a good stir to make sure that the water that I put in there when I closed it up last, and it just keeps them nice and fresh, and it keeps them from drying out. So gave that a good stir. I'm gonna just get this all back in, and I'm gonna sit this over here to the side while I get my green ready. Woo, okay. Trying to do this with nails, I'm finding, is quite difficult. Kudos to those of you that make it look so easy, because I struggle a little bit. Okay, so I'm just giving our green a little stir as well, making it to the consistency probably of yogurt or frosting in a can. And you can make it a little thinner or a little thicker, whichever your consistency is. I like mine a little bit thicker. But if you wanted it a little bit thinner, you could just grab a nice little spray bottle with some distilled water in it and spray it in and give it a good stir, and it'll thin it up. If you happen to get too much water in your chalk paste, don't worry. Just let it sit open like they are now, and they will thicken up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my stir stick again and go into my Tiffany Teal, and I'm just going to dab different places all over my stencil. And then I'm going to grab my green, and I'm going to do the same thing, just dabbing little places I'll just squeegee off the excess that I used. Then, since I've already did that, I'm going to just grab one of my small squeegees here, and I'm just going to mix them together, and I'm going to pull from the top. And like once you start going one direction, it's wise to finish in that direction. Some people will go down and then they'll go side to side. I've learned just not to do that because it gives it the tendency to bleed. And I really don't want to have to erase this for the second time. So I'm going to just start at the top, and I'm going to pull these colors just straight down over the silk screened areas, making sure that all of our silk screens are covered with the paste. And if you go off the edge a little bit like I did over here, it's no biggie. It's an easy cleanup. I try not to, I just try to be careful. And because we've mixed these colors we're not going to put back into our jar. Unless you have a jar, set aside that you can put, mixed colors, like that in. And I do not, so I am actually going to grab, I do this every time. I forget to grab a baby wipe or a napkin or something to wipe this on. And then I have to stop to rip out a piece of paper. So I'm going to just wipe it on a piece of paper. And I'm going to go back in again. And get off all of the excess. And wipe it off. And then I'm going to set my squeegee aside. And I'm going to just grab here from the corner. And I'm going to walk it across. You do not want to pull from the corner. You will stretch your stencil, and that will not make you very happy. So once I've got it up all the way across, I'm going to hold down my board and I'm going to pull straight up. Just like that. And voila. That is how you do that. And I'm going to just set my stencil aside to clean up. And as you can see, I went off just a little bit. But as you can see, they're really easy to clean up. No biggie. And then I'm going to take my heat tool and I'm just going to dry this. Hey, Tara. Welcome, welcome. All right. So there, now you can see the set. And that's, you know what, let me move those out of the way so I can get this into frame. That's the set of what the two are going to look like. And I'm just going to wait for this to come back down to room temperature. I'm going to, I don't know, what do you guys think? Should I attempt the nose? I have the little nose here that goes right on here and I can make the nose another color. Or should I just leave it as is? Because this is where the problem lied when I did it the other night. I had it lined up, but it pulled up some of the eye here. And so I erased it because I didn't like it. What do you guys think? Should I try to add the nose or should I leave it the way it is? While this is coming back down to room temperature, I will let you guys decide. What do you guys think? Okay, just trying to clean up some of the as is. I think so too. I'm a little nervous about that nose. I'm gonna have to practice with that nose a little bit because I love this owl, but the nose kind of scares me a little bit. But these are the two pieces that come with the I'll Always Love You stencil. And then it also comes with the nose and this little branch that your owl can sit on. But I just used these two elements of this particular stencil to make the set. I have created with all of the pieces before, and it does turn out really cute. I really like it. But I think I am going to leave Mr. Owl just the way he is. I think he's kind of cute. If anyone is interested in this set, if you will message me, I can get you a price on these guys. I do. I think they're super cute, and I think they'd be super cute in a child's room or in a kitchen that's done with owls. I think it would be super, super cute. So that's project number 1. And I'm going to go ahead and set these guys aside, and we will get started with project number 2. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to clean up your stencils, because I don't want to leave the chalk paste on my stencil. And since I'm going to do a second project, I have this lovely little microfiber towel. I was able to find microfiber towels at our local dollar store, and these are 14 by 14s. This is an 8-pack, and I got them for $5. So I picked up some so that I could be able to clean my stencils live for you guys, so you can see exactly how easy they are to clean. Before I start cleaning that, I am going to close up my my paste, because I do not want them to dry out, and I am done with these colors for tonight. These are not the colors that I'm going to use for the next project, so I'm going to just go ahead and get them closed up and set off to the side. I am not good with putting on these lids, let me just tell you. They get to be a little crazy sometimes. Okay, so all you do is you lay your stencil down, you spray it with some water, and then I'm going to grab, what did I do with it? Oh, I think it is still in. I usually clean my stencils in my bathroom, so my board eraser is still in my bathroom, so I'm going to grab that quickly. Yes, I usually clean my stencils off at my sink in my bathroom, and so I leave my little board eraser usually right there on the sink so it can dry and I don't have to worry about messing with it. So I've gone ahead and sprayed this with water, and now I'm just gonna actually I am going to spray my board eraser as well. I'm just going to go over that like so, and see how easy the paste wipes right up. And I'm going to pull this up, and yeah, it'll leave a little impression, but that's okay. I'm going to flip it over on the sticky side, and I'm going to spray it as well, because you do want to clean both sides of your stencils. And I'm just going to grab my cleaner again, and I'm going to just go over it lightly. I don't want to, make it gross and yucky. And actually, I don't know why that's sticking. And so I'm going to put that one aside. And now that this is all nice and clean, I'm going to pull out a clean microfiber towel, and I'm just going to lay it down, and I'm going to spray it one more time and just go over it quickly with my board eraser just to make sure that it's all nice and clean. I'm going to pull it back up, and then I'm going to just pull it over here on this other side. And I'm going to lay it down, and I'm going to just push the water out of it. That's all I'm going to do. Make it all nice and dry. I'm going to pull it up off of the microfiber, and I'm going to pull back in my backer sheet. And you know what? I'm just going to, let me get this towel out of the way. So I'm just going to line this back up like so. And I'm going to push it back down on its backer sheet. And I am going to make sure that all the air bubbles are out of it so it's nice and flat. And then I'm just going to set that to the side. And that's how you clean up your stencils. Your stencil cleanup is super, 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 super easy. All right, so now I'm going to pull in my 12 by 12 board, and I'm going to open up our To Infinity and Beyond. And as you can see, I've got nothing written on the back of that one. So I am going to pull out my Sharpie, and I'm going to write To Infinity and Beyond. B-A-B-E. Yes, I'm not a good speller at all. So I went ahead and marked the back because the back is like a paper backing, and then the part that the stencil sticks to is more of a glossy. I don't know. Oh, there you go. You can see it's a little bit more glossy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work my stencil all the way down, and then I'm going to just pull it from the backer. And this is a brand new stencil, so I have not used this one, so I am going to lint it. I'm just going to literally put it on my shirt and pick up some lint, and so it takes off a little bit of the stick. It still makes it sticky that you can use, but it puts a little bit of lint to it. And I actually have a sweater on tonight, so it's getting a little bit more linty than usual. So, but as you can hear, do you hear how sticky that is? That's even with linting it up. You just want to make sure that you don't have to stretch your stencil to get it back up off of your surface. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this right about, maybe I'm going to. I want to lay this down right about there. And because I know the frame that I'm going to use, I am going to pull that in just so I can see. Yeah, that's not centered at all. So because I didn't push it down, I can pull this right back up. And actually, I'm going to turn this a little bit. And I am going to pull my frame back in so I can see how this looks. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. I think I need to pull it up just a hair. And actually, I'm going to leave it where it's at, and I'm just going to move it up just a little bit. All right, I'm going to pull my frame in one more time. There we go. That's about perfect right there. Okay. So now what I will do is I'm just going to smooth it out. And especially this moon area, because that is a big area to have a silk screen. And all this back here, it doesn't matter if that's all stuck down, but I just want to make sure that there's no bubbles in my silk screen area. Okay, so what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to pull in some of my white too. So I'm going to do the hot mess of the yellow and white on my moon. And then I'm going to do the hot mess with the purple lace and cantaloupe on the I Love You to Infinity and Beyond. So that's how we're going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and get these all opened up and get them ready to go. And you know what? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and open them all at one time. I wasn't going to. I was going to just do the first two and then the second two. But I think I'm going to go ahead and just get these all opened up. Okay. So there are our colors for tonight. I'm going to go ahead. I think I need a few more stir sticks. I don't think I have any more out. So I'm going to grab some of those out. Good night. Okay. So now that I've got those all opened, I'm going to take some of the white and I'm going to just dab it in a few different places here. Okay, and actually I think I wouldn't recommend doing that, but I thought I got all of my white paste off of there to where I could dip this in the yellow. Yes, I would definitely not recommend that as I continue to do it. I know, I'm a little crazy sometimes. Okay, so now I'm just going to set that aside because I'm not going to squeegee it off anywhere. I'm going to take my squeegee here and I'm just going to cover over that area. I might have to put a little bit more. Yes, I am going to have to. And I am going to grab a white squeegee. There we go. I'm going to be very careful not to get that, but I do want to make sure that all of my silk screened area is covered. And I'm going to go ahead and put those over here on my piece of paper. And I'm going to chalk and peel. So I'm going to work my way down my stencil. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lift it just to open up the lovely little moon, which I think turned out super cute. And what I'm going to do too is I'm going to heat set it but I'm going to make sure that I do not let the heat touch my stencil. It will melt it. Yeah, that's good and dry. Okay, I'm going to let this come back to room temperature before I roll this back over. That way, and I did make a little mess there, but with a little bit of your nail, and voila, it's gone. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this back over, making sure that the words that I still have to chalk are down. The rest of it doesn't need to be pushed back down at all. But I want to make sure that right here by this and right here by the eye is all down with no bubbles. Okay, so now that I'm done with the yellow, the daffodil, and the white, I'm going to go ahead and get them closed back up so that I don't make a mess. So I'm going to throw this guy away because I don't really need that. Okay, so those guys I am done with. I'm going to set them over here on my shelf. And then I've got the purple lace and the daffodil, or the cantaloupe. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hot mess them just like I did with the moon. So I'm going to just get some of the purple lace, and I'm just going to dab. I don't want to dab with too much, to where I'm wasting the extra. But I want to have enough down to where it will spread. Okay, so now I'm going to get some of our cantaloupe here. And I'm just going to dab in some of those places. And like I said, I want to be very careful to where I don't get, too much paste on there, because this paste is going to be mixed together. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the top, and I'm just going to squeegee down, making sure that all of our silk screened areas are covered. And I'm going to be very careful close to the moon here. And actually, I am going to grab a little bit of a little bit more paste. Because I did not put quite enough down. There we go. And I just want to make sure that all of my silk screened areas are covered. I'm going to pick up from some other places that had enough paste and move them over to this side here. I did not get quite enough chalk paste on there, but I think that looks awesome sauce. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I am going to very carefully, very carefully, going to finish peeling this up just like so. And voila, there is the finished project. And so then what I will do is I will come in with my heat tool and I will dry it up. And then I will bring my frame back in just so you can see what it'll look like once this is all stained. Then the frame will sit on there just like that. And there would be your finished project. And you can leave the frame just as it is, or you can stain it or paint it. And I've got a piece that's kind of peeling off there. So anyhow, this is the finished project for tonight. What I'm going to do is I am going to get my chalk paste all closed up here. And then we will chit chat for a minute. If you like this project, if you would throw me some thumbs up and some hearts. And if you wouldn't mind sharing this video with your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. So I'm going to bring you back up to me. All right, so that was our project for tonight. If you would like to get your hands on these products that I used tonight, if you can visit my website, and I put the link at the beginning of the comments. It is foxychickdesigns.magnoliadesignco.shop. And you can pick up your very own stencils and chalk paste from the website. If you liked what you see here and you'd like more information about how to get paid to craft, that is what I do. I get paid to craft. I make projects like this. I sell the products that you can make your very own home decor. I also sell my home decor. There's lots of different ways that you can work a business, or you can just become a creator and enjoy the 35% discount that we get as a creator. There's no minimum quotas that you have to meet. There is a small $10.99 fee for your website. But there are no fees that you have, other than that $10.99, there are no other fees at the creator level that you have to meet. So if you decided that you wanted to just be able to enjoy the 35% off discount, then if you will comment team in the comments, I will get you more information on our Kickstart kit. Our Kickstart kit is $69. And you get 11 by 13 frame board. You get 4 chalk paste, a chalk ink, 5 of our stencils. You get 1 of our board erasers. You get a small squeegee. You get our angled squeegee. You get an apron. And all of that for the $69. So if you are interested in either learning more about Magnolia Design Company, or if you would like to be a part of my team, if you will comment team in the comments, and I will get back to you, and I will get you some more information. Or if you have any questions, I would like to get you into my opportunity group. If you will comment opportunity, I will get you into that opportunity group to where you can ask any questions, and I can pretty much give you everything that you would need to know to make an educated decision of whether or not to join Magnolia Design Company. I enjoy it. I love the products. I love being able to create my own home decor. I love being able to create home decor for my friends and family. And it also gives me a little bit of income to where I can do some fun things with my family that ordinarily I would not be able to do. And I like being able to make homemade gifts for my friends and family. So if you have any questions at all, if you will leave me a comment, I will get back to you. I do answer all of my inquiries, so I do ask for your patience as I get to those that are asking. Thank you so much for popping on and joining my live. I appreciate you guys so much. So many of you pop on each time that I go live, and I appreciate it. I appreciate your input. I appreciate you watching. So thank you again, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I know it's a little crazy out there. Be safe. Keep yourself well. And I will be back tomorrow night for another video. And I will see you guys all then. Have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.